Leduc. I always tell people, thank you, Peg. Thank you so much. It's really wonderful to be back. And I really love why there are words, excuse me, because we're such a diverse community, you know, wonderful debut, you know, novel and his poetry, and we're having Frances and Lucille, and it's just wonderful. But I took Peg literally at her word. You know, I kill people in Paris, so I can take these things. You said slings and arrows, so I can come up with those. So I was going to read from Murder on the Champ de Mars, which is, it just came out in paperback. And I won't, just a brief setup. We're in April in Paris. It's not like the song. It's 1999. And my detective has a baby, 6-month-old child. So I'm going to say, beware the Ides of March. I believe Caesar said that. And I'm going to come up with some slings and arrows for you. This is close to the beginning of the book. Aimée Leduc scooped up her second-hand Birkin bag, loaded it with some diapers and wipes, slipped into her cheetah print heels, and headed down the wide, worn marble stairs with Chloe, her baby, on her hip. In the early evening, the quayside lamps' yellow gold glow filtered through the plane trees. Below her flowed the khaki-colored Seine. With any luck, Chloe wouldn't need a diaper change before the priest started. This is for her baptism. Around the corner, Martine, her best friend since the lycée, was pacing on the church steps. Mon Dieu, Aimée, everybody's waiting, said Martine. Love your dress. My surveillance uniform. She hoped she hadn't missed any of Chloe's spit-up. Only you would call a vintage courage a uniform. Now they've gone into the church. Morbier, her godfather, the commissaire, and an old colleague of Aimée's late father, looked rested for once, despite the drooping bags under his basset hound eyes. He was wearing a 3-piece suit, a first. He stood arm in arm with a beaming Jean, his companion, all in yellow flounces. I can't believe I held you like that once, said Morbier. He reached out and touched her hair. Her throat caught. The incense tickled Aimée's nose, and the splash of holy water brought back memories. Memories of coming here with her parents, and later, after her American mother had abandoned them, Morbier taking her small hand in his and bringing her to catechism classes. As she stood under the soaring 17th century domed roof, it all passed before her, like old photos in a slideshow. She grabbed at tradition in whatever family memories she could find. Just as the priest was about to begin, Martine tugged on Aimée's sleeve and pointed to a man in a black jacket, striding down the aisle. His magnetic gray-blue eyes caught Aimée's, still a hunk. A cord vibrated in her stomach. Melak, her baby's father. 6 long months without a word, and he could still make her heart pound. He'd never even seen his daughter, nor had he replied to the christening invitation, or called once. She noted his leanness, a deeper line added to the crinkle on his brow. She felt conflicted, both furious with him and glad that he had come. Maybe this was an olive branch that might lead to some involvement in her baby's life. But why hadn't he called, even once? Aimée pulled Chloe close, nuzzled her rose-pink cheek. Ma puce, he's your father, so let's be nice. C'est incroyable, said new godmother Martine, whispering in her ear. He's brought a woman. Not the ex-wife whose picture Aimée had seen. This woman was a smiling redhead, with freckles dusted over her nose, a big-boned athletic type. She wore a hand-knitted wool sweater, a woven rust-colored skirt, and short boots. Not an outfit for a christening, the Parisienne and Aimée noted. Provincial, all right. The woman's gaze was fixed on Chloe. Meet Donatine, my wife, Malak said, his voice low. She's helped me through a rough time. She nursed Sandrine until life support failed. Je suis désolée, said Aimé, realizing why he'd gone off the radar. His daughter had died. She felt terrible. I'm truly sorry for your loss. I know how much you love Sandrine. This Donatine woman she now saw was wearing a matching rose gold serpent ring. Chloe's an angel. The redhead gazed at the proud father, holding Chloe, drinking the sight in. The hair bristled on the back of Aimé's neck. Regarde ça, Chloe loves her papa, said Donatine. Millac smiled from ear to ear, rewarded by Chloe's cooing. Vous me permettez, said Donatine. Before Aimé could prevent it, she had Chloe cuddled in her arms. Aimé's internal alarms screeched on high alert. Danger. She wanted this woman away, far away. Donatine's a natural, grinned Millac. She loves children, he added. I'm glad, Millac, she said, relief filling her. You'll have a new family. Move on with your life. She reached for his hand. He pulled back. I want to register as Chloe's father. Go to the mairie and recognize her officially. He shifted on his boots. Forgive me, Aimé. I meant to do this before. 6 months too late, Millac, she said. No way was he getting on Chloe's birth certificate. Aimé watched Donatine coo and bounce Chloe. It made her skin itch to watch Chloe babble and drool and smile. Donatine can't have children, Millac said. He paused. We're interested in figuring out an arrangement, sharing care, custody. Amy's jaw dropped. Custody? Just like that? And where have you been in Chloe's life so far, Millac? She said, blood rising to her face. Millac held out his hand. Be juste, Aimé. You think you can just waltz in like we have some right, she said. I've raised her without a father, without even a phone call for 6 months. She wanted to grab her baby out of Donatine's arms. Near the nave of the church, René, her partner, was asking for everyone's attention. As the proud godparents, Martine and I invite you to join us for champagne. A toast at Aimé's, said René. We prepared a little celebration. Millac winked at Donatine. Besotted. That was the only way she could describe that look of his. He caught Aimé's furious glare, and his intent gray-blue eyes narrowed, dispelling that gaze she'd once gotten lost in. Désolé, this isn't the place to bring these things up. Let's catch up at your place. Donatine's brought Chloe a present. He'd crossed the line, the gall. Millac, I invited you as a courtesy, but you never replied. A pall of silence fell over the church vestibule. Excuse me. You've got some nerve, she said, her voice rising. Chloe's 6 months old, and you've just seen her for the first time. Shh, don't make a scene here, Aimé. A scene? She wanted to pick up the nearest crucifix and hit him. Chloe gave a little cry. There's nothing to discuss, Millac. Anger rippled up her neck until she graduates from university. Millac's mouth pursed. So you want to blow this up? Make it an issue. No, it's a non-issue, Millac, she said. You're not legally recognized as her father. Get over it. My lawyer says otherwise, Aimé. Panic flooded her. Was it possible? Could he get rights to her baby? A cold shiver ran up her legs. You're talking to a lawyer? Shouting. She was shouting now. She felt a tug on her arm. She couldn't let go. How dare you? Several older women in the pews turned toward the vestibule and stared. Donatine rocked a now crying Chloe in her arms. Amy reached out for her daughter, but Donatine turned away. Shh, you've scared her. Bitch, interloper. What right? Millac stepped between her and Donatine. Like to make scenes, don't you, Aimé? No, Millac, you're confusing me with your hysterical ex-wife. Père Michel's Cassat, the priest, swished as he moved between them. In one swift move, he took Chloe and put her in René's arms. D'accord, mes enfants, take this outside and go with God, said the father, shaking his head. Morbier grabbed Millac's shoulder and ushered him through the church's leather-padded door. Martine hooked an arm in Aimé's. shoving her forward and leaning in to say into her ear, let it go for now. Like hell I will. He's doing this to keep his new woman happy, Amy, and it's her tactic to keep him. You need a good lawyer. I know some people. Thank you.